I'm featuring the rest of the trails that I've ridden in the old growth forest section or ecosystem. I have to mention Wilder Ranch near Santa Cruz. Again, I wouldn't go there as a destination, but if you're near Santa Cruz, definitely check it out. It's really unique. On one side of the park, there's a cliff that just empties right out into the Pacific Ocean. You're riding way above the Pacific Ocean. It's really cool. The other side of the park, huge redwood trees that you're riding by. So super, super unique. Definitely check it out. Probably want to be careful for theft there. I've heard that some cars have gotten broken into in the parking lot there. I'm sure that's true anywhere, but I've heard that specifically about that part of California. If you're near Seattle, I would definitely check out Duthie Hill. It is the neatest trail system for developing your skills anywhere I've ridden in the world, even Whistler. Man, the way they've built the jumps and drops there, you can progress so well. I wish every skills area would take notes from them. That's near Seattle. Also not far from Seattle is Tiger Mountain. That's, I think the trail that I rode there was Predator. It's awfully cool. I don't know that it's a destination. It's not nearly as good as Squamish. But if you're in Seattle, definitely check those places out. Bellingham is really cool to go to, especially visit Transition Bikes. They've been super good to me. Bellingham area trails reminds me a lot of Pisgah and DuPont, but it's better. The Transition guys have been good by showing me around there. I've had a friend who used to live in the area. He showed me around, and lots of good riding in Bellingham. But again, I would say that I like Squamish and Whistler better. But I'm being a trail snob. I'm being awfully picky. So the last section, or the last ecosystem that I want to mention, is the swamps. So I already mentioned Alafaya River State Park. If you drive down to Florida, I'd recommend doing this in the winter because that's a great riding destination in the winter. Check out, close to Alafaya River State Park, there's a place by the name of Balm Boyette and Loyce Harper Park, or it's also called Carson Road. You want to ride the fingers there. If you don't have time to get all of those, definitely hit Alafaya, but if you have some extra time, they're super close. I would definitely recommend hitting those others. Another really neat place is Santos. Santos is a little bit further north. It's closer to Gainesville, and there's a lot more miles there. There's no swamps there, but it's really beautiful with the old oak trees with the Spanish moss and the corners and the sand and everything. It's a super neat place, so definitely another good Florida riding place. All right, so summing up, I just want to mention some other places. I guess most of these would be kind of like the old growth forest, but you know, the trees are not quite as big as what I was talking about in Oregon and some other places, but they're definitely places that are good. These are places that I've ridden a lot over the course of my lifetime, and you know the saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. So I have a tendency to like places that are more different than where I ride all the time. But it's funny because I've talked to people who've come from Moab and other places to ride in Alabama, and they really like Alabama even more than where they were riding in Moab. So it is always the grass is greener on the other side. So I'm not downplaying these places I'm getting ready to mention. I'm just saying personally, since I ride in these areas a lot, I like the other places I mentioned better. But I definitely want to just mention a few places. Missouri, there's a little bike park in Missouri called Shepherd's Bike Park. It's not too far away from St. Louis. It's an angry little mountain. Richie Root, I think, and the Yeti guys called it that when they raced the big mountain enduro there. Super nice people in that town. That town really values mountain bikers. Really neat town. Hey, if you got questions about Alabama, hit me up. I can send you the link of these trails and maybe give you some ideas for where to ride in Alabama. I love Alabama. I ride here every week. This is where I live. You've got Oak Mountain State Park, Double Oak Mountain. You have Coldwater. There are just a lot of places in Alabama that are great. It's a great winter destination if you live in a cold area or a rainy area and you're not able to ride in the winter. Arkansas, I don't have a lot to say about Arkansas because there's so much online already about the Bentonville area, and they're building so many trails. It's a lot of fun. I really love riding in Arkansas. It's a lot of fun. Georgia, definitely go to Mulberry Gap. People who run Mulberry Gap are great cross country riding there. Tennessee, Chattanooga area is a lot of fun. Raccoon Mountain, Walden's Ridge. I wouldn't go to, I wouldn't go and think that Chattanooga is going to be on the same tier as Whistler, but who expects that, right? I mean, it's a place that you can hit in the winter when you may not be able to go to some of these summer bike parks. Same with Alabama and these other states. Mississippi, there's a good place to ride there. Oh my goodness, the name's slipping my mind near Jackson, but hit me up, I'll give you the name. Kansas, there's a good place to ride in Kansas, especially if you're driving from Missouri to Colorado. Let me see what else. Oh, North Carolina, yes, definitely Pisgah's Farlow Gap and DuPont's Cedar Rock are great. But I'll be honest with you, having ridden those, I like even more Ride Canoga that Nico Mullally has been running, and Ride Rock Creek. I would much rather ride there. Farlow's neat, Pisgah's neat, DuPont's neat, but you get more bang for your buck, in my opinion, in Canoga and Ride Rock Creek. But that's also the type of riding I like to do. I like to do more technical downhill riding. I like to get more runs in, more bang for my buck. I like e-bikes, I like downhill bikes, and that's my jam, and I totally get it. That's not everyone's jam, that's not everyone's thing. So for a lot of people, this list is probably not that helpful because this is not the type of riding that they enjoy. And in so doing, I've limited my audience even more, right? Hope somebody got something out of this, and have a great day.